possesses such advanced technology. Vegeta, in the midst of learning instant transmission, fails and materializes into a nearby garbage can and attempts again, this time realizing that Goku's spirit has suddenly appeared again and correctly assumes he's been defeated. To save time, Pibara offers to break his planet's rules to take Vegeta to Earth, but Vegeta declines his offer, opting to pull off the move himself. Pibara restores Vegeta's original battle gear, and as the Saiyan Prince focuses, he successfully performs instant transmission, landing back on Earth. Back at the battlefield, the androids' efforts to confront Moro are futile, as they're unable to inflict any damage. Gohan questions Piccolo on if they should help, but Piccolo rejects it as it would expose them to having their energy absorbed, further empowering Moro. As Goku sits helpless and injured, Vegeta suddenly appears in front of him, surprising Goku to learn that Vegeta performed instant transmission. However, Vegeta clarifies that it was likely a one-time feat and that he has no intention of learning it further, having now acquired a superior technique. A confident Vegeta then tells 17 and 18 to stop fighting and declares his intention to defeat Moro, who's pleased to see Vegeta has finally arrived. After a few insults and banter between the two, Vegeta states that Moro finally found someone stronger than him, transforming into his evolved Super Saiyan Blue form and charging forward. Vegeta delivers a powerful punch that sends Moro skidding backward, his face contorted in pain. However, Moro quickly regains his composure, acknowledging Vegeta's increased strength. Despite this, Moro maintains his confidence, believing that Vegeta is still no match for him. Undaunted, Vegeta charges forward again, launching a rapid series of blows. Piccolo admires Vegeta's enhanced power, but recognizes that he's still not as strong as Moro. Moro stops Vegeta's attacks and kicks him into a cliffside, but Vegeta swiftly returns to the fray, annoying Moro. Gohan wonders what's gotten into Vegeta, but Piccolo asserts that Vegeta's never been one to misread an opponent's strength and that he must have some sort of plan. When Moro attempts to drain Vegeta's energy, Vegeta evades and counters with a backhand to the face, followed by a few kicks to the midsection. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, Moro seizes Vegeta and drives him into the ground, gasping for breath, and soon notices that something's amiss. To everyone's surprise, Vegeta rises and gains the upper hand in battle, his strategy gradually overpowering Moro as bits of energy appear to be leaving his body. Goku discerns Vegeta's technique, and the Saiyan Prince identifies it as forced spirit fission. From a distance, Gohan wonders if Vegeta is becoming stronger, but Piccolo believes that Moro is in fact growing weaker. They observe Moro's energy leaving his body and coalescing into a radiant sphere in the sky. After being dealt another powerful blow, Moro stands up, now appearing elderly, and inquires about what Vegeta has done to him. Vegeta explains that he's liberated all of the energy that Moro stole from the planets and their inhabitants, and with a simple gesture, Vegeta restores the energy to its rightful places, catching the attention of the onlookers at the lookout and planet Yardrat. Goku informs Piccolo and Gohan about forced spirit fission, a technique that disentangles entities that fused or have absorbed power. While relentlessly pummeling Moro, Vegeta suggests that he could even use the technique on Piccolo to extract the Namekian's Kami and Nail he had previously fused with. Goku commends Vegeta on his ability to use the technique, and Vegeta confidently declares himself more talented than Goku and says that victory is his for this battle. Growing increasingly irate, Moro attempts a lightning attack, but Vegeta continues to outmatch him, liberating more energy that he's stolen. Mid-battle, Vegeta expresses his disdain for fusion and absorption as they don't reflect one's true strength. He admonishes Moro to fight using his intrinsic power and kicks him away, mocking him as he stands injured. Elsewhere on planet Yardrat, Pibara clarifies that Vegeta's actions will not resurrect the deceased inhabitants of the planets being restored due to too much time having gone by. However, those with strong life forces will be revived. On New Namek, the Namekians previously drained by Moro's energy are brought back to life. At the lookout, Eska senses these events and believes that the Namekian Dragon Balls left behind have safeguarded the planet and its inhabitants from destruction. As Vegeta continues battling Moro, Piccolo expresses astonishment at Vegeta's transformation, not only in terms of his physical strength, but also as a person. Piccolo recalls Vegeta's history as a villain, including his role in invading Earth with Nappa and his past crimes under Frieza. He recognizes that Vegeta has evolved to the point where he now fights to save not only his home planet, but also the universe from Moro. Piccolo credits his transformation to Goku and adds that Vegeta has finally managed to surpass him. Goku vows to exceed Vegeta once more, and believing the battle to be nearly over, Vegeta inquires if Jaco prefers Moro to be captured or killed, prompting Jaco to opt for a swift execution. Vegeta declares his intention to send Moro to hell, but Moro arrogantly proclaims he won't go there, there. Instead, he'll rule the galaxy for eternity. Despite his dwindling power, Moro asserts that he still possesses his magic. He distracts Vegeta by generating a wave of the planet's energy from beneath him, exploiting the momentary surprise to take off into the air. Vegeta takes off in pursuit, but he arrives too late. Moro reaches Saganbo's spaceship ahead of him, where he promptly eliminates Shimareka without hesitation. Afterward, Moro seizes 7-3, having retained a backup of himself within him. Vegeta, having reached the top of the spaceship, witnesses as Moro swallows 7-3 whole and then fires an attack to stop him, destroying Saganbo's spaceship with a massive explosion. When the smoke dissipates, Vegeta is shocked by what he sees. On the ground below, Goku observes that Moro's power has surged to unprecedented levels, while Vegeta crashes to the ground in his base form. Moro then lands in front of the group, displaying a new appearance that's part Moro and part 7-3. Goku and Piccolo question Moro about his transformation, and Moro discloses that he not only had 7-3 replicate his magical abilities, but also his combat skills. This created a full backup of himself inside 7-3 that he could utilize at any time. With the absorption of 7-3, Moro now possesses access to his unique capabilities, boasting that it's elevated his power to previously unimaginable heights. He then mockingly congratulates the Dragon Team for pushing him this far, before warning them to prepare for their imminent demise. Suddenly, Vegeta makes a triumphant return in his Super Saiyan Blue Evolved form, declaring to defeat Moro once again. As Vegeta charges ahead, Moro adeptly evades his attacks, stating how Vegeta can't use Force Spirit Fission without inflicting damage, something he won't allow to happen again. Gohan and Piccolo attempt to inform Vegeta that Moro's newfound powers are temporary and will return to their original state in 30 minutes. However, Moro discloses that the power has returned to its source, negating any time limit. He then seizes Vegeta by the neck and copies his abilities. Moro pummels Vegeta and sends him crashing to the ground, feeling the effects of the assault. Moro then concludes with Vegeta's signature Big Bang attack to finish him off, creating a gigantic explosion and leaving Vegeta incapacitated in his base form as he mocks his techniques. The situation escalates as Piccolo reminds Goku of their past reliance on the fusion dance and Patora fusion as a last resort, but he states that it's no longer viable now that Moro has acquired Force Spirit Fission. Meanwhile, at the lookout, everyone observes the dire circumstances. Dende decides to descend to the battlefield to use his healing powers to save everyone, despite Bulma's frantic warning that his choice could destroy the Dragon Balls if he perishes. On the ground, Krillin rushes to the scene with a bag of sensu beans, regretting not giving some to Goku earlier. Gohan and Piccolo launch a synchronized attack against Moro, but they're vastly outmatched. Piccolo manages to hold Moro in place, giving Gohan an opportunity to ensnare him using Gotenks' Galactic Donut technique. Goku, now powered up to perfected Super Saiyan Blue, unleashes the instant Kamehameha, struggling to unleash its full impact as Moro effortlessly halts the blast. Goku continues the attack at full power, triggering a massive explosion that covers the battlefield. The smoke dissipates and the group see that Goku's only managed to destroy Moro's left arm. To everyone's shock, Moro's arm swiftly regenerates and he impales Goku through the chest with it, demonstrating his access to Piccolo's regeneration through 7-3's previously copied abilities. As Goku falls to the ground, mortally wounded, Moro attempts to steal his energy, but Gohan snaps and attacks Moro, though he's unable to make him flinch before he's ferociously punched in the face, resulting in the loss of several teeth. As Moro remarks on a Saiyan's ability to receive a power boost when enraged, Dende telepathically communicates his plan to Piccolo. However, Moro hears the conversation, halting his finishing blow to Gohan and creating a barrier that prevents anyone from entering or escaping. Shortly after, Dende arrives, unable to assist in the final battle. Moro knocks away Piccolo and Jocko and swiftly takes down androids 17 and 18 with death beams. In a last-ditch effort, after apologizing to Jocko for roping him into Earth's battles, Piccolo prepares an all-or-nothing light grenade using the barrier to his advantage. However, before he can unleash it, Moro hits him with a special beamed cannon, incapacitating him. In the aftermath, Jocko stands alone as the only remaining fighter, while the rest of the team has been rendered immobile. As Dende apologizes to everyone for his inability to protect the Earth, he unexpectedly slips through a small breach